Farrah Smoke, who arrived in West Long Branch after spending 2 years at Brookdale Community College, is a member of the Monmouth University women's tennis team. The Belmar, New Jersey native is a communication major and is also pursuing a minor in sports communication. The local product, who was named the 2012 Garden State Athletic Conference Woman of the Year while at Brookdale, found comfort when transferring to Monmouth.
I arrived at Monmouth. Actually, Coach Murray had met me when I played for St. Rose Grammar School, so we kind of had known each other since I was in 4th grade, and she heard I was attending Brookdale Community College and introduced me to the school, told me about the program, and I fell in love, and here I am, happy as ever. I attended 2 years at Brookdale Community College where I played for their tennis team, which is Division III. I won the first ever female first singles national title for Brookdale Community College, which was a very rewarding event, being as I was unseeded and kind of an underdog in the tournament, so that was definitely rewarding and a special event. Being a part of a team in an individualized sport I appreciate it so much because when you're younger and you play tournaments, you're always by yourself. So being able to play doubles, especially with Brooke, who we knew each other in high school and competed against each other, is just surreal. It's such a great feeling. It just gives you a dynamic and you just want to do better for your partner more so than even yourself and your whole team, and you just really feed off each other's energy.
She's probably the most amazing teammate that anyone could ever hope to have. She's always the one cheering, always the one getting everyone's spirits up. Like no matter where she is in her game, like whether she's winning, losing, she's cheering for everyone, whether she's on the court or off the court. And it's like something that's so important to her, and I feel like she's kind of the glue that keeps the team together almost, which is amazing for someone to come in as a transfer and only be on the team for 1 year.
Smoke seems like a typical college student athlete, fulfilling her school responsibilities while also competing for the Hawks. But there's another chapter in the Farrah Smoke story. The Manasquan High School graduate also is set to serve her country upon graduation, as she is on track to complete the Air Force ROTC program.
Air Force ROTC, the ROTC stands for Reserve Officer Training Corps, and it's one of the ways to become an officer in the United States Air Force. It's a 4-year program. It's hosted at Rutgers University, and Monmouth University is a crosstown associated with it. So you're required to go up to Rutgers University twice a week, once for an academic course, and then again we do it on Fridays from 7:30 to 10:30 for training. So the training is marching, we have physical fitness, and warrior knowledge, which is to make sure that you know about the Air Force and how it works. So freshman and sophomore year, you're learning how to lead, you're learning how to follow, and really embracing the Air Force core values. Sophomore year, you are preparing for field training, which is our equivalent to basic training. After the 28 days, you come back and you are accepted into the program where you become an upperclassman. As an upperclassman, you teach the freshmen and the sophomores basically what you were taught about the Air Force, how it works, what it's required. Another one of the requirements is to pass the Air Force Officer Qualifying Test, so that's just to test your verbal and math aptitude and go from there. So once you pass that and pass field training, you spend 2 more years as a junior and a senior, still going up twice a week, once for academics, once for training. However, now you're teaching the training instead of learning. You graduate, and after graduation, we have commissioning, where you commission into the Air Force. And then we get our jobs and our locations by about January of our senior year. So you know where you're going, and then May, you're off and you are a second lieutenant in the Air Force. My oldest brother, Jared, yes, he's an officer in the Navy, and then my older sister, Talia, is an officer in the Air Force. So seeing them join the military was definitely an inspiration and motivation for me. It's very interesting lifestyle the military leaves because you're constantly moving, getting different orders, and at first it's a little intimidating, to be completely honest, but once you're a part of it, you really see that the military takes care of you and they'll be there for you. And I think what attracted me to the military and the Air Force was that you're always looking to better yourself and raise the bar, and you really have to hold yourself accountable. And I appreciate that, and just the integrity and the feeling you get from giving back to people is what drives me to this day and still to graduate and commission into the Air Force.
Farrah is impressive in all aspects of her life, and one of the big parts of her life is her patriotism and the fact that she has chosen to enter into the Air Force ROTC. She's very close with her sister Talia, who is a former state champion in singles for high school tennis, and then went on to play for the Air Force Academy. And then her brother is also an Armed Forces member. So she's had influences in her life, and the fact that she wants to willfully do this and to say that, to commit her, and she wants to make this her career. So she has a chosen career path to be involved in the Air Force and the military. And with the certain, instability in the world, for any young person to say that this is what I want to commit myself to is very admirable.
A typical day juggling ROTC and Monmouth tennis entails waking up at 04:30 in the morning, getting ready, driving up to Rutgers for a meeting at 07:30. We train the underclassmen from about 8:30 to 10:30. Then I'm off to Monmouth for an 11:30 class, classes all day, and then practice from 4:30 to 6:30 at night, homework, shower, sleep, bed.
If you didn't know Farrah was involved in Air Force ROTC, you would never outwardly know that. Not that she keeps it quiet, but she doesn't brag about it. She doesn't make any complaints about it. When she has a situation where she has an early morning ROTC program, and then she has to come back to Monmouth for a tennis match, and then have to go back to Rutgers for something else, never complains about her schedule. And tennis takes lots of hours. Sometimes we're together for 12 hours on a particular day if it's a faraway match, and she's up by 5 o'clock in the morning to go up to Rutgers the next day, but doesn't complain about it at all.
I'd have to say she's probably the most responsible person on our team, though, because she kind of only worries about, schoolwork, tennis, and ROTC, and nothing much else. She always has her homework out on the buses, and I feel like it kind of helps the team be inspired by her because of that, because they see how committed she is to everything she's doing, and she's always excited about what it is she's going to be doing. Like, she talks about how much she loves ROTC all the time, but then whenever we go for a match, she talks about how much she loves tennis and how much she loves America.
I think being a student athlete along with being in the Air Force program, they both benefit each other. I definitely see things I learn at Air Force as far as leadership and followership styles being applied to being on a team, and vice versa, because you're really forced to work with different people, different personalities. Everyone isn't going to have different ideas, and so I think it helps. Even in just like the workforce, when you go out there, you're going to have to work with a bunch of different people. So learning leadership at Air Force has helped me to kind of be on a team and understand everyone's different personalities. And then being on a team here at Monmouth has helped me bring ROTC members closer, and we can work as a team. So they definitely benefit each other. After Monmouth, well, hopefully I will get my choice as Public Affairs Officer in the Air Force and continue my career. I would like to do the full 20, so as of right now, but that can always change.